But
we sound like
NASA,
lunatics right now.
Can we just say
you
guys sound like lunatics?
I resemble that remark.
This is the Woody and Jim Show podcast, a daily recap of everything you missed.
We are going to have a Woody and Jim joke-off where we tell terrible jokes. Some call them dad jokes, back and forth. First person to laugh is the loser.
I'm going to tell Woody a joke. I hope that he laughs. He's going to try not to, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
First person to laugh loses the game.
Simple as that.
They're dad jokes.
Bad
I
jokes.
think they're good jokes.
They're pretty bad. Typically, they're pretty bad.
But
Let's be honest.
So bad they're good?
No, just bad.
It's a
Just
test
bad.
of wills. Normally, one of us will at least finally wear down and laugh.
Right.
If it's just to get it mercifully over with. Would you like to start, Jim?
Well, if you'd like me to, sure.
Okay.
I take the challenge.
Let us begin.
I don't know if you knew this or not, but I'm teaching a class at Belmont. It's math for short people. It's called Making the Little Things Count.
Jim, a friend of mine invented an invisible airplane. I can't really see it taking off, though.
It was a courtesy laugh that you just gave him, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a cute one.
Thank you.
Woody, I had to fire the guy who mows my lawn.
Really?
He just didn't cut it.
That was a dad joke. Wow. Pure dad joke.
Jim, I'm opening up a new restaurant. I call it Karma. There's no menu. You just get what you deserve.
So stupid.
Ricky liked that one.
That's so stupid.
Ricky liked that one. Ricky liked that one.
I like the idea.
Okay, all right.
Holding back laughter. That was discipline. That was very hard not to laugh at that joke. Woody, why couldn't the toilet paper cross the road?
Why?
It got caught in a crack.
Oh,
That was good.
I'm shocked Woody didn't laugh at that
good.
one.
I really thought I'd get
Normally,
him.
yeah. Poop jokes is usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Butt
Okay.
joke or something, yeah.
Jim, I looked at my naked body in a full-length mirror yesterday. They threw me out of Ashley Furniture, though.
I saw that one coming. It's funny, but
It's predictable.
I ordered a chicken and an egg from Amazon. I'll let you know.
Jim, my girlfriend says I'm cheap, but I'm not buying it.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
That
it's
one
usually
was made for Jim.
A terrible
Yeah.
joke finally
It
makes
was.
the tension break.
Just
All
like
right.
the toilet paper joke was really
Yes.
like aimed at you.
That's right.
You hit frugal
Yeah.
Jim right where.
we know each other and know how to push each other's buttons.
Yeah.
All right, we will
Doesn't
play
family do
a
that?
second round coming up after 8 o'clock if you'd like to tune in then. Coming up, we mentioned that we have a bird stuck in our studio, in our building, and we have an update on the bird
Okay.
and how Jim hates the bird.
Trending. Here's what's trending this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River.
Brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Humanity first landed on the moon like 53 years ago.
So
And
they
then-
say.
Yeah, so they say. And then we went back a few times. Then we just stopped. We stopped going to the moon.
Right?
You know, of course, ancient astronaut theorists believe that we were warned not to go back there. The aliens are already there on the dark side of the moon, but that's a different story. But
We sound like
NASA,
lunatics right now.
Can we just say
you
guys sound like lunatics?
I resemble that remark. Hey,
like to be
but
excluded from this
NASA is
narrative.
planning another trip to the moon that could launch as early as late August.
Oh, cool.
But they're not sending people; they're
Oh.
sending mannequins to see
What?
to see if they will make it. I guess.
But don't they know that they would make it if we've been to the moon already?
I don't
I mean,
know.
In less technologically advanced ships?
Yeah.
Or
I mean,
this is just a lie they're telling us.
They said, the original moon landings
Yeah.
were done with computers that were less advanced that are in your simplest coffee maker.
Right.
So you think now that we have all this technology, we're not that worried.
See, I said it. We never went to the moon. They just say that we went to the moon. Why would they send mannequins now?
I don't know.
It's just a weird dude thing to do, NASA.
Where did you get this?
Let's see. It's published from something.
Did you find this on Facebook?
No.
Yeah. Was this like, forward this to 8 friends?
I will look it up and let you know. What do you have, Ricky?
He's literally going to go look it up when he's looking it up right now. So...
Mannequins to the moon.
So from the moon to the most magical place on Earth. Disney had quite the situation recently. There were 2 families that just completely fist fought, brawled it out at Disney. Apparently, both of them were in line for a ride or some sort of show that they were going to. And the one person from the one family left the line to go get her cell phone from her electronic scooter that she's got. And when she came back, the other family blocked her out and was like, nope, you're cutting the line. This ain't going to happen. So the other family didn't like that very much and waited outside after the show.
Oh,
so that it could all go down.
Oh.
They started screaming at each other, yelling. They turned into a fist fight. One person ended up going to the hospital.
That's awful.
Yeah. The whole thing is quite intense. But if you want to watch it, because you're messed up like I am in the head, you can go to 1075theriver.com, keyword Ricky.
It's the slappiest place on earth.
It's so wrong, but I want to watch it.
Jim?
All right. So a star of Stranger Things Season 4 is going to be the highest paid teenager to make a movie. And I know you're probably hoping that it was Joe Quinn and Eddie Munson, but it's not.
Who is it?
It's Millie Bobby Brown.
Oh, yeah,
makes
totally.
sense.
That makes sense.
To reprise her role in the Enola Holmes movie that she did on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to get paid $10 million for the sequel.
Good for her.
Yeah. I really like the first
Holmes
one.
is good.
Yeah. So she deserves it. She's a star. If you draw people to the theater, you get paid.
Yeah,
and if
no
you draw people to television, and Netflix really needs that right now, they pay.
Good for her. I'm happy for her.
All right. The Mannequins to the Moon story came from United Press International.
So clearly a very reputable source.
It's real, probably.
It's actual. That's the UPI press service.
Yes.
That's been around for like 50 years.
Yes.
Okay.
So they've been lying to us for 50 years, so why should they stop now?
And did they say why they're sending mannequins?
That's a whole article. I don't want to read that.
I was told there wouldn't be any heavy reading or math in this job.
If it's more than a paragraph, I'm not interested.
I'm actually looking it up because I'm so curious.
Right.
Also, mannequins is a hard word to spell when you're
It is.
when you're trying to like do a million things. I just typed a random word. But I'm looking it up.
But did Google figure out what you were trying to say?
Oh, yes.
Don't you mean this?
Google knows all.
An iHeartRadio station.
Before we get to celebrity stuff now, Ricky, being an investigative reporter, you have figured out why they're sending mannequins to the moon instead of people.
Yes, for cosmic radiation. They're testing for that. Apparently, they're sending 2 women's bodies, mannequins that look like women's bodies, to test for it because they want to test the effect of radiation on women's reproductive health.
Okay.
I still don't believe it, though.
Because they know that eventually we'll all have to move there when we ruin Earth so much that we can't stay here anymore.
That does make sense, that part.
They didn't want to endanger real people, so that's why they're sending female mannequins, which still does not prove my theory wrong, that those female mannequins were the girlfriends of the scientists who work on this project.
Oh, that's messed up.
Are they inflatable mannequins? Did they get the mannequins from Old Navy? Because those creep me out. Celebrity stuff.
Yes, back to the actual thing we're supposed to talk about. Selena Gomez's grandma. Selena Gomez was recently doing a TikTok of a makeup tutorial for her makeup line. And her grandma came in and was like, hey, what happened with that guy? Like, how did you decide to break things off with him?
Oh, my God.
And
Grandmothers always do that. Yeah.
Selena Gomez looking in the camera, wide-eyed and going, I'll tell you in a second. And she finished doing her makeup tutorial, posted it online. So obviously she doesn't care that much that Nana kind of ruined it.
Sure.
But she threw her under the bus.
Nana has no filter.
Most grandmas don't.
No, they don't.
Which is just lovely in their own way, you know?
That's why they're great.
But yeah, so she clearly didn't care too much if she actually still posted the TikTok.
Yesterday about this time, we were talking about how our building is under construction, so a lot of windows are open.
Yep.
And we had a poor bird that flew into the station.
Yeah, a little birdie.
And it had been trapped in the building for a while. And it kept hitting itself against the window, trying to get to freedom.
People gave us great ideas about how to capture the bird enough to let it free.
Yeah.
And a lot of those were great ideas, but didn't work with how our building is set up.
Right.
So we weren't able to set the bird free.
But now Jim's attitude toward the bird has changed from sympathy to anger.
So I believe I was firmly in the camp of let's let this bird free.
Let's save this bird's life and let it free.
Live life to the full out in nature.
Yes.
And I had a change of attitude when the show ended yesterday at 10 o'clock. I went into the Woody and Jim offices and I sat down to start getting the podcast ready. Mm-hmm. And I looked at my screen and that dang bird must have been sitting at the top of my monitor and crapped all over my monitor.
You called me.
He's got to poop somewhere.
We recorded it. You called me down to the office and says, "Oh my God, look at this!" And on your computer, the screensaver is the Woody and Jim Show logo.
Yes.
And there was poop right on it, which was, I thought, kind of symbolic.
Yeah, it was. And Woody, you should be offended too, because the biggest amount of poop was directly between the two O's of Woody in the logo.
Well, my desk is full of bobbleheads and little trinkets and stuff, so the bird could have pooped on my desk. I just wouldn't even notice.
That's true. When you clean all that up, when we move to the other building, you're going to find poop everywhere.
I could find a whole petting zoo of animals under there, yeah.
My theory is that the bird did not rest and poop on Woody's side because he has so many of these bobbleheads and Funko Pops that those are acted as scarecrows.
I think, it frightened the bird away.
That's totally possible.
So the birds seek the safety of your monitor where you can look out the window and
instead of the
poop.
hundreds of things on your desk, which is like an I Spy book in real life.
It is.
Looking at your desk.
Poor birdie.
We haven't seen the bird today. So perhaps it's made its way to freedom.
Yeah, we're bird free. Is the bird free, though? We don't know.
Right now, they clash, playing gender wars.
It's time for men and women to answer questions for gender wars.
Let's meet our contestants. For the ladies in the audience, we have Abby in Nashville. Good morning, Abby.
Good morning.
Good morning. Speak up good and loud for us. For the guys, we have Jeff in Hermitage. Hello, Jeff.
Hello. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
And to you, yeah. All right, let's get acquainted using this question, starting with you, Abby. Tell us something you'll never do again.
I will never go whitewater rafting again.
Oh, no, why not?
Didn't go well?
They did this thing where they're like, oh, do you want to ride on the front of the boat? It's this crazy thing. And it did not go, and it was really scary. Not for me.
Okay.
Did your kneecaps turn to powder because you kept hitting the rocks? Yeah.
Yes. Your former friends who told you that was a good idea.
Yeah. Let's make Abby sit in the front.
Jeff, tell us something that you will never do again.
Eat beetles from a street vendor in Cambodia.
Oh.
Wow.
That is an interesting story.
Yeah, that's just a cool thing to do to say you've done it.
Right?
Yeah, on a dare, but
just once.
Not again.
How did the beetles taste?
Crunchy.
Crunchy?
Do they taste like chicken?
It tastes like crunchy chicken.
Yeah.
Sure.
No chicken that I've ever eaten anyway.
All right, you each have a screw you can use. If you don't know the answer to a question and you're pretty sure your opponent doesn't know it either, you can use the screw. If they don't get the question right, you get a point for knowing nothing, but they could steal your point.
Here we go. Multiple choice, Abby. A guy shows you his Big Bertha. Is that a motorcycle, a golf club, or a barbecue grill?
Grill.
It is It is a golf club.
Yeah. Okay, still 0-0.
Did the Disney movie Enchanted star Amy Adams, Lindsay Lohan, or Anne Hathaway?
Amy Adams.
Amy
Yes,
Adams
it did.
is right. Good
I love
job.
that movie. All right, guys are in the lead. Abby, your turn.
Abby, name the movie where Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly played stepbrothers.
Stepbrother.
Stepbrothers.
Nice. You didn't get tricked.
You didn't go for the fake throw.
Good
job.
Sounded harder than it was. 1-1.
All right, Jeff. Morning sickness usually occurs during which trimester of a woman's pregnancy?
The first.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay, Jeff has retained his lead. It's 2-1. Pressure's on Abby here because you need this one to keep the game going, or else Jeff wins.
Here we go. You still have your screws left. Abby, the ESPYs are an annual award show on what cable network?
Oh, man. Screw.
Okay. Jeff, she hopes you don't know this. What channel features the ESPY Awards?
I think it's probably HBO.
No.
It's not.
It's ESPN.
Good
That's why
use
it's
of
called the ESPY Awards.
Yeah, they just kind of took
Wow.
play on the words
Yeah.
there.
That works.
Good job, Abby. Your screw worked.
Or
It's
he knew the answer and just tried to make it dramatic.
Maybe. It's 2-2. Jeff, you do have a chance to solidify a victory if you get this one right. It's the last question.
All right, Jeff. What does Wonder Woman's golden lasso make you do?
Tell the truth.
Tell the
Yes,
truth.
it does.
My answer is anything it wants you to do.
That's right.
He won. That's right.
That's right. I will cooperate.
I think my wife has one of those.
Yeah, I think it comes with the marriage certificate.
Yes,
Nice
exactly.
job. Hey, Jeff, for winning this really cool battle. It was a great game. We are going to get you 2 tickets to see Michael Bublé. Take your golden lasso-wielding wife with
Yes.
you. August 16th, Bridgestone Arena.
We play Gender Wars again Monday morning, 7:20. Let's all be here. I have a couple of dogs, and so I added Moira Rose, my cat, who is a tuxedo cat and insane.
But she's so cute.
She is very cute. And
Love Moira.
they're, being a dog person all my life, I'd never had a cat before, and it's totally different.
Oh, yeah.
Because the dogs, dogs will love you immediately.
Sure.
Yeah, without question.
Yeah.
A cat,
Cats hate you immediately.
Yeah, you bring a cat in and they go, I hope you die.
Right.
I will murder you in your sleep.
I might like you,
Yeah.
but it'll take a
Yeah.
lifetime
Yeah.
for you to figure it out.
Yeah, so you have to earn that purr. They don't love
Earn
you
the
right
purr.
away. You got to
Yeah.
earn the purr. And a lot of cats will, bring you a gift if they know that you're the alpha in the house.
Sure.
Like, cats will go outside and bring back a dead bird.
Yep.
And that's a gift from them. They go like, look what I got
A
for you.
horrifying gift,
Look
but
what
a
I got
gift
for you. Isn't this
nonetheless.
nice?
Right.
But Moira's an inside cat, so she has to forage for stuff in my house. And she's got a tendency of going upstairs, where rarely anybody goes,
Okay.
into my daughter's room, which I've left open and just like she left it.
And your
She lives in
daughter, she
California.
has since moved out,
Yeah,
so
she lives in California now.
it's
Yeah.
it's an abandoned room.
It's a
full of
treasure
stuff.
trove. So I come home the other day, and in the middle of the dining room floor, I walk in, and there's like, what is that? It looks like a little cigar. Oh, it's a tampon. No! She had brought it down from upstairs, like
She thought you might need it.
as a gift. Look what I brought you.
She's just being helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
So I was very touched.
It's like your cat goes and does archeological digs.
Yeah,
in
she's like a
parts of
little
your house.
Indiana Jones cat. It just
Yeah.
goes in there and finds stuff and brings it downstairs.
It's got a little pickaxe and a brush.
Yeah.
Like the people out in like Egypt finding like mummies.
Oh, she brought down hair ties and all kinds of stuff. Just carrying it down the stairs. And you look what I found for you.
It's another national treasure.
Woody and Jim in the morning on 107.5 The River.
We love it when good things happen in our own little town here.
Yeah, we have great people, good Samaritans. It happened to be on I-40 westbound on the west side of town near Old Hickory Boulevard. A motorist, Bruce Hill, was heading that way when the driver in front of him hit the median and spun around. And he said, that they were in rush hour traffic. and the car, went out of control and then stopped. And so he got out of his car to see what was wrong. And when he approached the vehicle, he could tell, and everyone around them that had rushed in to see, that the guy behind the wheel was overdosing.
Oh, wow.
So that's when Bruce knew exactly what to do. He grabbed his head, somebody grabbed his belt, and somebody else grabbed his arm, and they pulled him, onto the road, away from the car, and he knew immediately that this guy was overdosing, so they started doing chest compressions, and they saved his life.
Wow.
It just so happens that Bruce, who watched it all happen and helped pull him out of the car and knew what to do, Bruce had been fighting addiction for 40 years, 20 years of that, a heroin addict.
So he knew exactly what to look for.
He's sober now, 3 years, and he started an organization called Recovery Warriors that help people battle addiction. But he was the one right there when the overdose happened and knew exactly what to do.
Wow. What
Draw
an
your own.
amazing set of circumstances.
Yeah, amazing that he was there to help.
Things happen for a reason.
Coincidence?
Yeah, wow.
I'll let you draw your own conclusions. But
That
that
is
is
amazing.
what's making us happy
A
this
hero.
morning.
Yeah.
With Woody and Jim, 107.5 The River.
From time to time, we like to torture ourselves and you, our listeners, at the same time. With a Woody and Jim joke-off, we tell bad jokes. Some call them dad jokes. Back and forth. First person to laugh loses.
So, yeah, you can laugh all you want while you're listening. Ricky can laugh all she wants, but...
Normally, I just ridicule you both.
Yeah,
which
that's
is,
okay.
and you have every right to do that.
Yeah, it's, we expect it. It's okay.
All right.
But if Woody or I laugh after somebody else tells us a joke, we are out.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do this. Woody, why don't you kick things off for this joke off?
Okay, the joke off. The laughter ends now. Jim, somebody asked me to name 2 structures that hold water. I said, well, damn.
Woody, how did Darth Vader know what Luke got him for Christmas?
How, Jim?
He felt his presence.
I saw that one.
I
Saw
thought
that
Woody
one.
would giggle at least.
No, I
A
laughed.
small chuckle.
I laughed inside.
I died inside a little
You know.
telling that one.
Jim, the boss hates it when I shorten his name to Dick, especially since his name is Jonathan.
Poor Jonathan.
Woody, I wanted to go on a diet, but right now I just really feel like there's too much on my plate right now.
Oh, that was corny.
Yeah.
Kind of cute, but corny.
Jim, I need to ask you, is butt cheeks one word, or should I spread them apart?
I'm so stupid. But it made me laugh, but it's so dumb.
It is. It's terrible.
Woody, what did the cupcake tell the frosting?
What?
I'd be muffin without you,
Aww.
That's adorable.
but not funny.
But adorable.
Jim, I went to the store and I picked up a can of bug spray and I asked, is this good for wasps? And he said, no, it kills them.
I hated that one. I hated that.
I hated that too.
I hated that joke.
Because it was the unexpected. It got me. I laughed.
All right, we will have a rematch. One more round of the joke off is coming up.
Trending. Here's what's trending this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River.
Brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. This is kind of interesting. I guess NASCAR is going to experiment with using electric cars.
Yeah, that's cool.
I guess they say they can almost go as fast as the gas-powered ones.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they would be absolutely silent.
That would be a little odd to watch.
You'd have to make your own motor noises from the stands, I guess.
Make them in your head.
Could be fun.
The home game.
Ricky, what you got?
So Quidditch, that game from Harry Potter that they play at the school at Hogwarts, they have real life Quidditch.
Okay.
Yes.
And it's a whole like serious thing where they have, regulations and tournaments and all sorts of stuff.
Just without the flying part.
Right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we cannot fly
Yeah, they just
on our
pretend.
brooms. Yeah. So they've decided that they're going to change the name of Quidditch in an effort to kind of distance themselves from J.K. Rowling.
Okay.
Okay, is this because they don't like the controversy
Yes.
with J.K. Rowling? So-
Exactly. So they're naming it Quad Ball now.
Quad ball.
It will now be Quad Ball and not Quidditch anymore.
Hmm.
So one more thing that J.K. Rowling has ruined.
Okay.
She's the worst. All right, Jim, what do you got?
Worst.
She's the worst.
Whataburger, if you were hoping, I hope there's one coming near me
Yeah,
because,
yeah.
they have one in Hermitage, which is still like, mile-long lines to get
Right.
to. There is a timeline. They're coming. The next one's coming to Lebanon in mid-2022, which would be right around now. Same thing for Old Fort Parkway in the borough. Pretty soon, there's going to be one in Sam Ridley Parkway in Smyrna and in Madison on Gallatin Road. And then for 2023, they're going to be in Mount Juliet, another one in Murfreesboro, and Spring Hill.
Wow. They're expanding like crazy.
Whataburger is coming near you. Wait long enough, and you won't have to wait in line. They'll just be next to you.
Yeah. They'll open one in your kitchen. Woody and Jim in the morning, 107.5 The River. We continue with the test of wills we call the Woody and Jim Joke Off. This time it's going a little faster because Zach is on vacation this week, and normally we have to stop and explain the jokes to Zach.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
kind of takes a little extra time.
Right.
So we
Sometimes your delivery isn't great too, though, guys. You stumped me on a few where I've questioned what you meant.
okay, is it our delivery or is it your brain?
I think my brain's
Ouch.
fine.
Of course your brain would
I had
say
it tested
that.
like last month. The doctor said I'm fine.
Ricky, your brain's good to go.
A-okay.
Go out and, congregate with people
Who also have brains at
who
work.
also have brains similar to yours.
Doctor said your brain was fine. Your brain was shocked.
And I trust science, okay?
Science. All
Didn't
right.
get that one either. Okay, let's do the joke off where the first person of Woody and I to laugh at the other's joke loses.
All right. Jim, you should begin this time.
All right. Woody, nothing starts with an N and ends with a G.
Very true. Jim, Hannibal Lecter was asked what he wanted to have for his last meal. He said, 5 Guys.
Oh, man, that's messed up.
Yeah,
A good cannibalism joke.
who doesn't?
Hey, does anybody need an arc? I know a guy.
Oh, I've heard that one.
That's cute. Jim, I went to the grocery store and I bought 1 banana, 1 apple, and 2 eggs. The cashier says, "Oh, you must be single." I said, "Why?" She says, "'Cause you're ugly."
Oh, my God.
That's harsh.
That was more just the shock that made me laugh.
harsh.
I immediately got awkward. I was like, oh, my God.
If I have to scare you into laughter, that also works.
Woody
Okay.
will resort
All right.
to anything. Woody, I went on Amazon yesterday and I saw a book that said it could solve 50% of your problems. Because I'm smart, I bought 2. That's a laugh! I gotta laugh!
That's so horrible, but I love it.
It is terrible. It is terrible.
All right. If you missed those jokes and want to torture your friends with them, you can listen to the Woody and Jim Show podcast later on this morning.
You know what I absolutely love? I love every time we do a joke off, it's about once a month.
Yeah.
Is like for the next few days, I'll run into people and they'll go, "This one joke, it was so funny.
Yeah.
I was laughing so hard." So there's people who have no stake in the game.
Right.
That can laugh.
They can laugh
You
without
know,
penalty.
Without consequence. Exactly. So if there was one that really made you laugh, and it wasn't the one that, won it for Woody or I, but, tell us which one it was.
A few things in life we can count on, but at least we can always count on Britney Spears being naked on Instagram.
Yep.
It's a weekend for that, even though you can only get so naked. And it's going to be 100 degrees tomorrow and Sunday. I mean, that's not the feels like temperature. That's the actual temperature. Yeah.
Okay.
Find yourself someplace nice to hide.
Have you guys heard about the incredible relationship between Jennifer Lopez and Tom Brady?
When you say relationship, it makes it seem like they dated.
I know. That was a little bit of a...
Okay. A little clickbait.
Yeah. So sports betting outfit figured this out, that for the last 3 times that Jennifer Lopez has gotten married, and she just got married last weekend to Ben Affleck.
Right.
The last time she got married 3 times, Tom Brady has won a championship the following year. Like the next chance after she got married, he won a championship. So back in like 97, when she married somebody who I'd never even heard of, Ojani Noah, Tom Brady went on to win the college football national title.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Then a few years later, in 2001, he's in the NFL. Jennifer Lopez marries Chris Judd, who I think was one of her dancers.
Her dancers, yeah.
And then Brady and the Patriots went on to take their first Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. And then when she married Mark Anthony, Brady went on to repeat for the first time, winning the Super Bowl. So not every time he won a Super Bowl, she got married, but for the last 3 times she got married, he won a Super Bowl the next chance he got.
Uh-huh.
I don't feel like this is as cool as if it was every single time.
Well, let's just say it's for the last 3. And it goes back to 97. That's a little bit of a... There's some statistical evidence there.
I'm not convinced.
Tom Brady, love him or hate him.
We hate him.
He's a pretty good quarterback. So he just came out of retirement. He was retired for what, about an hour and a half?
An hour and a half,
yeah.
and then he came back to the Tampa Bay.
Yeah, so maybe you throw some money down on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win Super Bowl because there seems to be a connection here with him and
no other reason
Jennifer Affleck.
other than the fact that J-Lo got married.
Yeah, well, throw football out of this thing. It's it's a certainty.
If you think of their legacy, they both have also something in common. They probably both have the same amount of rings.
I think Tom Brady might have more.
Do you think so?
I think so.
Tom Brady has more rings.
Yeah.
J-Lo, get on that. Get one for the thumb.
Thanks for listening to and recommending the Woody and Jim Show podcast. Listen to Woody and Jim in real time every weekday morning on 107.5 The River, Nashville, or live on the iHeartRadio app.